Hello there guys, welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video for you guys today. In this one we're going to be going over the complete Season 2 Chapter 2 storyline for you guys today. And could you guys please leave a like for the YouTube algorithm? It means so much if you guys could support this video. This is the first storyline video I am making for Chapter 2 in Fortnite, so thank you so much for everybody that shows support on these kind of videos. But let's get straight into it. We've got the Fortnite storyline and we're going to be going over a little recap of what we've got, and we're going to then get into exactly how this storyline is going to take place. So as you guys will remember from last season, and personally that was probably the weakest season. Season 1 was probably the weakest season we have ever had in terms of Fortnite storyline. All we had was just a vault, and to be honest we had no event, we had nothing, no map changes. It was quite disappointing in my opinion, but I've already mentioned this in the previous video. But if you guys did not know, the main season was about obviously the Shadow and the Ghost. They're the two factions slash teams in the game, and we know that we had the Chaos Agent. Now the Chaos Agent in the previous season was this sort of mystery character on the Ghost side of this, and I'm really interested actually just to see where this comes, because we actually don't know where this guy's from. Okay, so a lot of speculation last season, we thought that the Chaos Agent was actually inside of the vault. Now we actually have no confirmation of this, which I suspect we might get throughout this season because there's nothing involving the vault whatsoever. So I'm really interested to see if we do find out what's inside the vault this season, which hopefully that's where we're going to see the Chaos Agent appearing again, but that is just all speculation. Now obviously we just sort of ended and sort of came into this season, just jumped into it. We never really had any sort of previews. Obviously we had tons of teasers, but there was no event which led us into this. All of a sudden we just had an update, and there was all of a sudden Ghost and Shadow people in, and I'm really interested to see. Obviously we've got the good guys and the bad guys. They're the two teams. Now the Ghost and the Shadow in terms of this season, it's quite interesting because obviously we get a choice to pick between either or, so I'm not really sure if one will actually win over the other. There is something on our loading screen, well, on the lobby, which we're going to be able to actually pick between Ghost or Shadow in terms of an event. Now I presume that we're going to be getting a Ghost versus Shadow LTM and a Ghost versus Shadow event at the end of the season. Now these are obviously a big storyline. This is actually quite interesting what we've got here, but we've got really no background in terms of really how they're going to be reacting with each other, because to be honest, what is their goals? This is quite hard. Obviously it's just a sort of rivalry between them, but we don't really know their goals at the moment here. Maybe it's something to do with the vault. We do have obviously their bases hanging around, so it looks like they're just sort of competing with each other. I'm going to be quite interested to see where this comes from. Now there is another huge major thing, guys. There's an absolutely major thing that we actually seen inside of the trailer. That's right guys, the trailer for Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2, we actually got an image. Now in this image we had this sort of tree which one of the characters moved away from. Now if we look on the tree, you guys can see that I'm not sure if this is an Easter egg or this is referring back to the old map, but we have the 7. If you guys know what these 7 characters are, basically that is the Visitor. And if you guys did not know, if you guys were not keeping up to with all the storyline changes and stuff, basically the Visitor was one of 7. And if you guys remember back in the last event before we had the previous map, basically we had 7 rockets, and this was all the 7 versions of the Visitor. We only know 3 of them, so which is really interesting to see if we'll ever find out what the other 7 will. Now I don't think they'll personally have put this in the map if there was nothing to do with the Fortnite storyline. So I think we're going to be seeing who the 7 are. Potentially the Chaos Agent could be one of them. Now this is just a theory, but I think the Chaos Agent could potentially be one of the Visitors, but we could actually have to wait and see what happens in terms of that. But I think definitely 100% that is a hint towards what will be coming this season, because if you guys didn't know, they actually hinted at Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 in the Fortnite Chapter 2 original trailer. They actually had a golden vehicle in the trailer for the Fortnite Chapter 2, for Fortnite Chapter Season 2. So I don't know how we actually missed that. That was actually quite crazy when I actually heard about that, but that's actually quite insane as well. But you guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think about this. Obviously, we've got the Shadow, we've got the Ghost. They're going to be fighting, we're going to get an event, and I'm quite excited about this because this means we actually have some sort of rivalry. This kind of reminds me back in Season 4 when we had the Omega versus Carbide skins. If you guys ever played back then, we actually had a sort of cinema, movie theatre themed season. And, you know, there was a rivalry there and we didn't really know what was going on. Similar things going on here, but this is actually quite interesting, and I'm wondering if they're going to implement more storyline changes as the weeks progress, because obviously last season was a really pathetic season in terms of map changes. There was no storyline things whatsoever. So as you guys know, I am a storyline channel. I do rely heavily on the storyline and stuff like that and the map changes. So I'm really excited for this, and I think you guys should be too. I'm going to try and cover as much as I possibly can, just as much as I possibly can this season, because I think this could be a really good season. This has been a really good launch so far in terms of my opinion. I've really enjoyed it. I think you guys, from the response from the community, you guys seem to enjoy it as well, if you guys are still watching these sort of videos. And yeah, this could be really, really good. So in terms of the complete recap of this video, we've got the new Ghost and we've got the Shadow skins. They're going to be fighting with each other. Obviously there's rivalries. We don't really need to get into their characters too much because I don't really think that they'll have much impact. Now, I might be wrong, but we find out that they don't really. There's always an underlying storyline that we don't notice. For example, this season, something's going to happen at the vault, and then the characters sort of are fighting for it, and then this is my predictions, guys. I think that will probably happen. I don't think there'll be any major things from these characters, because if you have to remember, guys, these characters will not be in next season, so anything that happens will probably get wiped, and then we'll start fresh next season with new characters and stuff like that. So that's what usually happens in these sort of storylines. So that's my predictions. These will not be here next season. So but in terms of the Shadow versus Ghost, I actually think that might stay, because they were in the previous season. On the boats and the vehicles in the previous season, there was Shadow and Ghost logos, but we didn't actually know what they were at that point, but now we do know. So I'm really interested, I'm really excited for the future of this storyline and where this is going to go, because we've got events. I think we're definitely going to be getting an event now. Hopefully this season does not get extended like the previous season. That was amazing how much they extended that thing. But we're going to have tons of LTMs, we're going to have tons of challenges, which will probably get some. We've obviously got the Deadpool challenges as well. We're going to get some more collaborations probably this season. I'm not really sure if there's any major releases in terms of films coming out, which could be interesting. Usually the major blockbuster films that come on TV, go at the cinema, usually do come in Fortnite, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for that, and also major blockbuster games that come out, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for all things that this season. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for this. You guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think about this. Remember also to like the video again for the YouTube algorithm. I did mention it at the start. And also, if you guys have never used my code in a while or ever, use code OMGBull. All of the V-Bucks that I basically supply to you guys do go back in giveaway form. I gave away, I think it was 3 load of V-Bucks because they already bought the Battle Pass on Twitter to 3 accounts. So, you know, you guys might be the lucky one if I ever do a giveaway, but I need the V-Bucks to basically give away, and I think I've only got about 10 supporters or something like that, which is not a lot for a YouTuber, but I don't really ask for my code too often. But if you guys could use OMGBull, all one word, in the item shop, that would be really, really, really helpful for me as a content creator. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it's a little bit dragged on, but I'm I'm just trying to explain everything. I kept going on a tangent there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like again. Please subscribe for more Fortnite videos like this. And I'm going to try and cover everything this season in terms of Fortnite storyline. So you definitely want to stay subscribed for that. But anyway, hope you guys have a good day or night, depending on where you live in the world. And I'll see you back with another Fortnite Battle Royale video. Peace out, guys.